4 times this summer, Ethereum bounced off the same support level. Not once did it bounce from the same price. 1842, 1847, 1851, 1856. The gap between the lowest of those and the highest was $13.70. So if you had a line drawn at any one of them, 3 of those 4 bounces happened somewhere you were not looking. That is not you drawing it badly. That is what a level actually is. And the rule everyone repeats about broken levels flipping into support, I measured that too. And it is a lot weaker than you have been told. So here is the thing that is measured rather than argued. I took every significant low in 6 weeks of Ethereum 4-hour candles and looked at every time price came back to it. 57 touches. The typical reaction did not happen at the level. It happened above it by about 1/5 of an average candle. Price turned early, and it turned early more often than it turned late. And only 18 of those 57 touches traded below the level at all. So about 1/3. Sit with that for a second, because it changes what you do. If you are waiting for price to reach your exact line before you act, you are waiting for something that happens roughly 1 time in 3. 2/3 of the reactions start before your line and finish without you. That is the real cost of drawing support as a line. Not that you get stopped out, that you never get in, watch the bounce happen without you, and conclude the level did not work. It worked. Your line was just a single price in a place that was never a single price. So draw the zone instead, and there are only 3 steps. Step 1. Find the cluster. Look for 2 or more lows that turned in roughly the same area and ignore the temptation to make them line up. On that Ethereum example, the 4 lows were spread across $13.70. That spread is not noise you should tidy away. That spread is the zone. Step 2. Mark the outer edges, not the middle. Your zone runs from the lowest of those lows to the highest. Everything between them is the level. If you only remember one thing from this video, remember that a level has a top and a bottom. Step 3. Decide in advance which edge you care about. If you are looking to buy, the top edge of the zone is where you start paying attention, and the bottom edge is where the idea is wrong. Those are 2 different prices, and they do 2 different jobs, which is exactly why a single line cannot do either of them properly. And on a practical note, a zone is also why a single limit order at one price is usually the wrong shape. If you are working an entry across a band, you can place across it, and every exchange order ticket lets you do that. Mine is linked below. Now the loop I opened at the start. You have heard that broken resistance becomes support. Price breaks up through a level, comes back down to it, and that old ceiling is supposed to hold as the new floor. It is probably the most repeated idea in technical analysis. So I measured it. On Ethereum, 21 retests in 6 weeks, and it held 7 times, 1/3. Then I ran the identical test on Bitcoin over the same period. 16 retests, and it held 9 times, 56%. Same rule, same window, 2 assets, and the answer nearly doubled. Put them together, and it is 16 holds out of 37. Call it 4 times in 10. Now those are small samples, and I would not build a system on either of them. But that swing between the 2 is the actual lesson. A rule that gives you 1/3 on one asset and half on another is not a rule. It is a tendency, and tendencies do not deserve the confidence people give this one. The useful version is narrower. A flipped level is a place worth watching, not a reason on its own. It earns your attention. It does not earn your money. So, the whole thing. A level is a zone with a top and a bottom, never a line. Build it from a cluster of turns, and let the spread between them be the zone rather than tidying it away. Price usually turns before your line, not on it, and only about 1/3 of touches reach the exact price at all. The top edge is where you pay attention, and the bottom edge is where you are wrong. And a broken level that flips is worth watching, not worth buying on its own. If you take one thing, take this. Most people are not bad at spotting levels. They are just drawing a line through something that was always a range, and then blaming the level when the range behaves like a range. Nothing here is financial advice, it is education. Subscribe if this was useful. One concept at a time, properly.